Daggum, Larry, you looking freaking right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to day number 2 of the Lair Bear Redemption arc. We're going to be treating this thing oh so right today, and by the end of this video, we're going to be road worthy, aligned on a new setup. At least that is the goal. So it's been 24 hours since we dropped the front end. Honestly, I'm kind of digging the stance. It looks really, really good, at least with the old school setup. I don't know, maybe just because this was like the style, like you didn't have squatted or lean-in trucks back in the day necessarily. You had pretty much this right here, and I don't know, maybe it's nostalgic, maybe Larry's body style works. Either way, we are going to be changing it up today because new wheels and tires, and we're going to have to adjust the suspension for them because they're definitely not going to look good how it currently sits with the butt up some. You guessed it, we are still in the Forces and Kumos off of Chomper and putting them on Larry. I know it's going to make some people sad, myself included, because this looks so freaking good, and it's different, dude. It's different than the typical stocks and grabs or 24, 26-inch reps. You really don't ever see trucks, at least leveled, running this wheel and tire setup, and that's for a good reason, because this is a setup that usually requires at least a 6-inch lift. This is 20 by 11 Forces and 35, so they are huge, and more than I like the way they look, I like to drive Chomper, and it's not super drivable right now. It's definitely not parking lot friendly, at least not for where I would drive it when I drive it, and so yeah, they got to come off. No matter how good it looks, it's either chop Chomper all up to make them fit or take them off, and I don't feel like chopping it up. And I don't feel like cutting this truck up any more than I already have, which is literally only the bottom portion of that bumper. I did that forever ago. So yeah, we're not doing it. They're going on Larry. I don't even know what's going on here because I can't put those on there because those are 15s. They won't fit on here, even though they would fit on the Duramax 15-inch wheels on 2500 fits because of the brake calipers. But this one doesn't. So yeah, that's rather unfortunate. But we'll slap something on here for the time being, and then we'll get Chomper a new setup at some point. And then the Thornbirds, they got to go back on denim. And I don't know what we're doing with the 14 wides and leg grabs. We'll just have to see. I don't know. So here's a little comparison between the two tires. It's crazy the difference in height and width. So both tires are 35 inches tall and both are 1250 wide according to the measurements that they, are 35, 1250, 15, 35, 1250, 20 right there. But as you can see, the Kumos are considerably taller than the Thornbirds by at least a full inch, I would say. At least a full inch. But in the same regard, come look at the width. The Thornbirds are definitely, good gosh, several inches wider, which is crazy. So they're both supposed to be 35 tall and 1250 wide, and this is a 15 by 12 wheel and 20 by 11. So 1 inch wider wheel, but that's not going to affect the top of these tires. That's crazy. So the Thornbirds, much wider, but also shorter. Some might say that we did Chomper pretty dirty by snatching the Forces off and putting it on some stock black wheels, but holy crap, look how good this thing looks with the TSLs in the back. Absolutely insane. I'm telling you what, we're going to have some proper black wheels on this truck at some point, because yes, these stock Trail Boss 18s and all-terrains don't necessarily look the best. I do really like the all-black look. Of course, polished to chrome looks amazing because it pops like crazy off of the black truck. But dude, I'm telling you, this thing needs a set of 22, 24-inch gloss black. I don't know about G13s, maybe split 7s, maybe some snowflakes, I don't know. I just know for a fact, every time I put some black wheels on this thing, it treats me right as far as the color combo goes. Golly, yes. And it's so different. It's like not even the same truck. I love it. I hate it, but I also love it. guys, well, here she is. Larry sitting possibly level for the first time ever. It's not raked, it's not leaning, it's not squatted. I think it's sitting perfectly level, and I like it. It looks super, super good, especially right now at golden hour. Paint is looking freaking crispy. But the Forces, the 35s, dude, I dig it. I think this is how we want to keep the suspension. Part of me says 1 inch lower in the rear, just to give it the tiniest little bit of lean. But then the other side is like, nah, dude, leave it. She is sitting proper. So I'm going to leave it up to y'all, because I don't think I'm going to have time tomorrow to get this thing aligned after work. So she's probably going to sit just as is, and then we'll have another video getting aligned and maybe doing another modification, because I do have some ideas for the front end of this thing. But y'all let me know, because I kind of want to just leave it as is. Good gosh, at the Jake brake. Now, will we keep the Forces and the Kumos on here? Probably not. What is the best setup for a 10th gen? I mean, there's a bunch of guys on Instagram that trucks look absolutely incredible, but most of them are crew cabs, so, you know, you gotta take that into account, because it's an extendo gang. We gotta do something special to make us look right. If I'm being just totally honest, most all crew cab trucks look better in most scenarios, so you gotta have a different setup. And you know, there's plenty of guys on Instagram, YouTube, 16 wides, squatted crew cab 10th gens that look super good, but I don't know. The 20s, the 35s, the leveled, it's treating me pretty freaking right. So I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Definitely comment down below and let me know if you think we should drop the rear, maybe a smidge. Should we change the wheels and tires? Leave it as is. I think the next video on Larry needs to be freaking addressing the frame. Well, we need to get it aligned so we can actually drive it again, because I used to drive this thing all the time. Y'all just drop comments and give me ideas so we don't run out of content. But with that said, hopefully you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, check out the links in the description. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'll see y'all in the next one.